Phenomenal. This is magic. This is Slovenia. In this video, it looks remarkably like the end of the last video, because I'm still here, just entered Slovenia, still got some Dutch Dianes in front of me, and yeah, we're about to go and see what Slovenia has to offer, so don't go anywhere. Oh, sorry, I'm going to go in convoy with the Dianes, because why wouldn't you? So you may have caught at the end of the last video, they ignore stop signs as well, but they very kindly asked if I was alright before they got back in their cars. Oh, we need lights on at all times, it seems. Oh, it's good to be back. Slovenia was one of the absolute highlights of last year's mighty Dacia collection caper, where we bought a Dacia that had been off the road for 8 years and drove it home from Romania. And there were many highlights, but Slovenia was just beyond expectation. We absolutely loved it. I'm not going to try and stay with them. It's more important to try and keep the brakes from overheating. But see if we can get any view here. No, there's too many trees. So this is not where we crossed in last time, because we went into Italy on a tiny back road, absolutely in the middle of nowhere. This feels rather more mainstream, but yeah, you can still see the mountain up above. It's yeah, impressive. I do reckon the chances of us staying dry today are pretty much nil. Some very interesting colour in the sky over there, which I don't think you'll be able to see. Looking quite stormy. Looks like the sun setting. I'm very grateful that so far, touch wood, this second half of the trip has gone much better than the first. But the problem with the first is we were doing shakedown testing as we went. Oh, good grief. Looks like bleeding Mordor. I don't know if the camera's getting the colour, but it's really orange. Right, my Belgian chums are going for the motorway option. I've decided not to do that. I've had enough of seeing motorways. Motorways are for getting somewhere, whereas the normal roads are for finding out about the country you're driving through, seeing what's about. Fords mostly, it seems. Disappoint! It's a Matisse! Oh, I hope you can see it. Daewoo Kalos next to it as well. Otherwise, it has to be said, the roads are pretty peaceful. This is not feeling like Austria or Italy earlier. That was horrible. It took us about an hour to cover 20 miles. We've just reached our first big town, which I don't know the name of because I'm the worst tour guide in the world. And it's just starting to rain. Oh no. This looks like it could be heavy. Oh yes. Oh, I think we need to find somewhere to pull over. That bus stop might do. Ah, that was right in the eye. Bad times. Come to a stop. Handbrake on. There we go, front frame on. Oh, you know it'll stop the minute I've done this. Oh, net in the head, lockdown. Ooh. Theme of the trip, thunder. That goes in there. That one goes in there. Oh, locked and loaded. We are safe from the thunderstorm. I'm glad I'm not in a Diane on a motorway. I'm calling it the right decision. I'm afraid any plan to go to Lake Bled has kind of gone out of the window. Got to that stage in the day, it's gone 4 o'clock in the afternoon. I just want to get to my destination so I have some unwinding time. I still don't know where I'm staying tonight. I might camp. I don't know yet. Well, here we are at Ljubljana Resort. I've already bumped into Matt and Alexander, who fixed my roof in La Dam, so that's good. I know there are other English friends here as well, but at the moment I'm all about collapsing, and I've wussed out and gone hotel room. Yeah, I fancy some sleep. And yeah, if there's a storm coming in, I don't fancy it. I've also got stuff to charge up, there's videos to do, none of which is very compatible with a tent. That's my excuse, and I'm sticking to it. Unexpected bonus footage, it's a Sangyong Rodius, possibly one of the most hideous cars ever made. Sorry Ellie, that's your friend for the night. Let's give you a guided tour of my luxury hotel. There's a window with Venetian blinds on the inside, no shutters, disappoint. There is a bathroom. You don't get any notification of what the switches are, but that one is a light, and that's the ventilation. The toilet has been disinfected and there's proof. The floor is warm. That's slightly curious. Maybe I accidentally turned some heating on by mistake. That's not going to be necessary anymore, is it? I no longer need a hairdryer. The light fittings are, well, they don't look entirely right, I reckon. Ooh, interesting perspective. B-day. That's quite posh. Little shower. Ooh, yeah, that looks suitably fierce. I do like a fierce shower. And then we step across a lovely stone floor into my room, where yeah, I've got a bed, super skinny duvet, tea and coffee making facilities. Although I doubt there's a proper cup of tea there, but nonetheless, it's making the effort. A telly thing. Ooh, a lockbox and a fridge. Oh, the fridge could be most welcome. Stuff that needs chilling. And most importantly, the air conditioning, complete with random wiring. In fact, there's random wiring all over the place. And some previous bodgery there. So yeah, it's not the finest fettle, but nonetheless, nice and cool in my room. I'll keep that door closed, I think. So there you go. 67 euros a night, I think this is costing. I've slightly lost track, but I do get breakfast for that. There's my 2 breakfast tickets, don't lose those. I've got Wi-Fi as well. Let's see how fast that is. Time limit unlimited, speed up to 2 meg. May not be quite what I hoped for, but I can leave things, if it's unlimited, I can leave things overnight and hopefully they will happen. And then you will be able to watch this video. No, probably not this video, another video. But anyway, I'm going to settle in. Best campsite ever. Actually, I've just fired up the proper microphone because yeah, I'm a bit doom and gloom at the moment. It is getting on for 9 o'clock at night. Just feeling shattered. I think that's just the effects of a day that's been incredibly frustrating. I mean, I think we've covered 220, 240 miles, somewhere in that region. And yeah, it should not have taken all day, but it did. It was just endless tailbacks, and it's amazing how draining that is, especially in such a noisy little car. Yeah, this trip definitely isn't all glamour and wonder. There's some hard slogs and some days where you just wonder why you're doing it, to be honest. Yeah, I think this is just one of those moments. There's been another couple of moments on this trip, like when it was all going wrong at the start, and I was having to muck about with stuff. But yeah, I think that's the nature of any trip away, really, is there's going to be times where you just, you don't really want to be doing it anymore. But I've got 2 nights here at this useless hotel with no internet. Maybe I can find some in town tomorrow, but I haven't actually got a video edited and ready to go anyway, so it's all fairly academic. So yeah, maybe I can have a day of rest, because as much as this sort of feels like a holiday, the fact I'm making videos about it means it isn't. And yeah, I mean, I'm not complaining. It's an idyllic position to be in. You'll have to excuse the fluff. Maybe I should aim the camera upwards more, or try and blend it in with my beard, maybe. I don't know. But yeah, this isn't really holiday, but it doesn't really feel like work either. But nonetheless, it's hard work, keeping up with the comments where I can, and yeah, thinking constantly about how the video is going to come together. I mean, you're basing it on moments of chance. Stuff happens and you think, oh, I shall record this. And so you're constantly driving along going, should I be recording this? Is this worthy? So yeah, maybe that's why I've been so tired so much of the time. It's just, yeah, the brain strain of doing all that. Thank goodness I have my new cooler hairdo, as in heat. Not, I don't think I look cool, although some people think I do, which is nice. So yeah, I'm not sure what the point of this little segment is. There is no scenery, it's just me talking from my bed with the aircon working away in the corner, which I may have to leave running all night, because as soon as I turn it off, the room is like, horrible. I wonder if there's a hot water pipes. Anyway, yeah, that's that. I shall try and cheer up tomorrow. Hopefully a good night's kip will sort me out, and a nice gentle amble around Ljubljana, capital of Slovenia. Having missed it last year on the Mighty Dacia road trip, I'm looking forward to seeing what I missed. Yeah, I'm afraid today is cancelled. I shall stay here with the laptop and edit videos. Crikey. Over here in the far corner of the campsite car park, a Zastava 128. This is a Yugoslavian built Fiat 128. Before they did the 311 hatchback, which was all their own work. Well, it wasn't all their own work, the hatchback bit was. Yeah, they made these little things. Same front end, but without the hatchback. So there you go, that's the first Yugoslavian built car we've seen in the former Yugoslavia. I like it very much. So, Renault Kangoo Maxi, extra bulbous, extra overhang and height. I'm hardly an Evoque fan, silly little Ewoks, but that's an amazing colour. I've never seen that in the UK. Right, having been for my little walk and seen some lovely cars, it's time to indulge in lunch. I've already had some leisure sausage, so that's good, but what have we got in here? Oh, don't worry about that, that's just the blood of virgins I sacrificed last night to try and get rid of the rain. No luck so far, but we've got some Relax apple juice. We've got a cheesy hot dog. I mean, if a hot dog wasn't good enough, improve it with cheese. And then chocolate and pastry, because why not? They really do like to go crazy with the flour here. Breakfast had a certain amount of it, so gets all over your fingers. That's all good fun. I'm going to spare you the sight of me munching a sausage. Well, that was tasty. I didn't finish the chocolate thing because it was enormous, so I'll save some of that for later. But yeah, very nice. The hot dog, a very, very lovely crisp bread. And my blood sacrifice may have worked. It's brightening up, it's easing off. So there you go. If the weather's getting you down, simply sacrifice a virgin. I can't believe it. I'm just driving into Ljubljana for some food. There's a blooming Daihatsu Syrian in front of me. That's unexpected. I love Daihatsu Syrians. Unfortunately, I haven't got the mic connected up because I wasn't expecting to encounter anything interesting. There you go. We are in lovely Ljubljana. I mean, some of it is being built. They've got a very nice castle on a hill. Some very grand buildings about the place. Ellie is directly beneath us in the car park, so at least she's got some cover. But yeah, sorry, no microphone, so the sound will be terrible. There may be wind noise. Oh, they've got a stage going on here. I'm not sure what that's about. Big queue for the museum. But I don't want culture just now. What I want is some food. So we're going to see if we can find some and do a bit more exploring. Yeah, that is a fine old building. And no mistaking. Oh yeah. This is more my kind of capital, I think. I've only been here a few minutes, but I'm already liking this a lot more than Innsbruck. It's got a pleasing vibe about it. Less pleasing is the state of my beard. It seems to be growing lopsided. I'm not sure. Is that like catching more sun? Does it make the hair grow? I don't know. These are questions we just don't know the answer to. Yeah, it's all quite quaint and lovely. Busy square behind me. I'm sure to be able to find some food here, but then oh, we better go and explore. It might just be a car park that's down here, but oh, lovely details everywhere. Even the drain pipe is slightly rustic. So yeah, I'm starting to wish I had more time to explore now. As it is tomorrow, my plan is to go to Postenia Caves. It's a huge cave system. Oh wow. Yeah. And now I'm starting to wish I had an entire day to explore this place. And that's not often I'll say that. I'm not really a fan of exploring new places, but it's just beautiful. Oh wow. We're just starting to explore again. Amazing. Like something of the faded splendour of France. You may have noticed I've rather left the weather behind. It is absolutely chucking it down, but the city of Ljubljana is spread out all behind me. It is quite impressive, surrounded by mountains. It's a beautiful spot and quite a big climb up. Oh, it turns out I didn't have to climb up this hill at all. I could have got the funicular. Very modern looking craft. It's not double-sided, there's just a load of weights which go down below the capsule. That's quite impressive and nicely quiet. It's much quicker than the one in Aberystwyth. An impressive church and an impressive picture indeed, but that's as nothing compared to the door. Look at that. It's quite extraordinary. They did blue tack a sign to it earlier saying tourists are not allowed. I think there was a service going on. It is Sunday after all. Some streets are more colourful than others here in Ljubljana. I'd say the only thing that is a shame, you won't find much old tat on the streets. It's all rather depressingly Germanic when it comes to cars and modern. Oh, there we go. We've moved to a different parking location because the latest video is still uploading. And is there oil gushing all over the floor? There is not, so we should assume she's all right. So he's got some nice friends to hang around with. I'll see you later, Ellie. Don't get in trouble. Well, that was a really useful visit to the library here in Ljubljana. Managed to get video uploaded, so that's episode 10 is now live. I need to start getting episode 11 together, but I might drop a bit of a road test in as we go. So yeah, still here in the centre of Ljubljana. Ellie is in another underground car park. with some 2CV friends. I think I might just go mooch into the old town, because why wouldn't you while you're here? Firstly, I must apologise for this sticker. I probably should take it off, but I've grown rather attached to it. It's from when Ellie went up Shelsley Walsh Hill Climb, but maybe I could reposition it somewhere and it might improve your view a bit. It's not a very big windscreen on a 2CV, so blocking off any of it is a problem. Off to our right at the moment is Logotech. Oh, didn't mean to hit that. Or Logotech, I assume it's pronounced. Oh yeah, there we go. In fact, the municipality of Logotech. And I remember, I'm not sure we ever actually made it there, but it was somewhere we were trying to get to in the mighty Dacia. So to think I could well be driving on the same roads again 1 year later. Now, signs warning about motorbikes leaning. They don't say anything about 2CVs leaning, so I'll assume we're alright. But unsurprisingly, the drive to the caves is a bit mountainous. Yep, no falling off. Well, here we are then at Park Pistonia. Quite a spot. There's a weir, a hotel, gift shop for obviously buying all those fantastic souvenirs. But I'm more interested in the 5-kilometre train ride that apparently exists in this 24 kilometres, I think it is, of caves, which is quite a lot. But should be cold, so I've bought a coat. No one else seems to have a coat, but nonetheless, I have one. Discovered an almighty queue. That's enormous. If that's the queue for tickets, I just don't think I fancy that at all. It doesn't seem to be moving even. So have a nice MAN coach instead while I ponder my next move. They've already hooked me in for parking, so it's going to cost money anyway. But, that's insane. This was clearly a terrible idea. It's set up basically for making money here, and that would seem to be the prime motivator. So no, we will not stay here. They'll pay you for parking. Then you get there and you got a queue which is miles long, but you can pay €15 to skip the queue, which makes it feel like the queue is deliberate, because otherwise why would you pay 15 quid extra? So I'm filing that and I'm going somewhere else. I can't even begin to think how they think that's reasonable. £5 for parking, and I was there like 5 minutes. Another barrier. But I mean, it's just disgraceful. And the tour itself was like €35. It's just like, no, that's just not a reasonable amount of money. I mean, even that doesn't even include use of toilets. They want you to pay extra for that as well. So I'm sorry, but if you're just going to make your money grabbing that bloody obvious, then I will go somewhere else. So let's go and see where we end up. We've come into the centre of Pistoia. Nice buildings all about, and a very good tourist information. I'm still slightly aggrieved at just how much money they want to go and play in the caves. So I've decided to do something completely different. So I've gone in there and asked for what I think is the dream location, and they've come up with a place called Nanos. So let's go and find Nanos. Oh, that's good timing. This petrol station doesn't have 98 RON, it has 100. That's 5-star rating on the old octanes. So that can be very helpful, because we're going to have to do some more climbing. So for those who don't like the sound of a shrieking 2CV engine, I'm afraid that is bad news. I'll try and see if I can find a shortcut, but yeah, it isn't showing us a road, and the terrain is becoming a little unfriendly. Well, in for a penny, in for a pound. adventurous. Loving tourists, eh? Coming in, going the wrong places. Well, we did find some gravel roads last year when we were talking about in the Slovenian hills. They were definitely on a map. Now everything's on the highway. Ellie has caught a grasshopper or a cricket. Coming along for the ride. Wow. It may not be an approved byway, but yeah, it's quite the location. Yes, she is in gear. The motorway's going off into tunnels down there. Wow. Not entirely sure where we are. We're meant to be up there, right up the top, but we yeah, seem to be skirting around. So we'll carry on skirting. Yeah, I managed to leave my microphone in a not very sensible place, but yeah, here we are, accidentally off-roading. Skirting around Nanos. I think my little cricket has jumped off. He was having a ride on the bonnet. So yeah, I'm not too sure whether we're meant to be on here or not. There were no signs. So I'm just kind of hoping it doesn't descend into complete bedlam, and that Ellie will still find this okay. Oh, that's tarmac. I mean, that's practically a legitimate road. Where does that way go? Can you have a look on Waze? Are you going to give us a clue? Is that actually a legitimate road? Yeah, I think it probably is. Oh, that one's also a bit off-roady. Keep the right level of momentum up, so if we wheel spin, it's not disastrous. Front wheel drive, not great for inclines. And then we're back on tarmac again. This may not have been what the lady at the tourist information had in mind, but I think this is more fun. Back on a proper road. Well, that was fun. Let's go in this way, Ellie. People were suggesting we go to the Stelvio Pass, but again, that's box ticking. That's what everyone does. It's much more fun to find your own way. I'm going to call this Ellie Stelvio. Oh, tunnel. The views are getting epic now. It's going to be fun when we get to the top. We're still not there though. Wow. Apart from a 2CV exhaust, which is quite hot, that is quite the view. I won't leave Ellie too long because I managed to leave the lights on again, because I keep forgetting you have to have your lights on here. Oh. This is amazing. Oh, and that little car got me here. Well done, Ellie. It truly does feel like we're on the edge of the world. It's amazing. What fantastic views. We've got mountains over here, just endless, lush green land behind us. There's a motorway just down there. You can just hear the noise from it. Well, you just see where the towns are dotted about the place. It's phenomenal. This is magic. This is Slovenia. And there you go. That was Slovenia. Absolutely marvellous. There'll be a little bit more Slovenia in the next video, but next time we're finally off to Croatia. So let the good times roll. Thank you very much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe before you go if you haven't already. And yeah, I shall see you in a future video. Farewell. I'm cheating a bit. This is already Croatia.